So today I will try to explain what is the chiller and what is the cooler, and I will also try to explain difference of chiller and cooler. So today's topic is what is chiller and what is cooler. Chiller versus cooler. Okay, so what is chiller?
Chiller is a heat exchanger. Chiller is a heat exchanger that used to refrigerant to cool liquid or gases. So I hope you understand about this.
Chiller is a heat exchanger that used to refrigerant to cool liquid or gaseous. That means on the chiller are using refrigerant. As a refrigerant, company are using ammonia and freon gas. Only chiller reduce the temperature less than 0 degree. By this chiller, we can reduce temperature less than 0 degree centigrade. Chiller reduce latent heat and sensible heat. If anyone don't know about latent heat and sensible heat, you can watch my previous video. So I hope this chiller is complete. So now I will explain about cooler. So I am writing downside, maybe it will be easier. So cooler, what is cooler? Cooler is a heat exchanger. Cooler is a heat exchanger that used water to cool the liquid or gas. From this definition, I hope you are clear difference of chiller and cooler. Cooler is a heat exchanger that used water to cool the liquid or gas. On the other hand, you can see there, chiller is a heat exchanger that used to refrigerant. Refrigerant means ammonia and freon to cool liquid or gases. But on the cooler side, cooler is a heat exchanger that use water. As a refrigerant, here is using only water for cooling the liquid or gaseous. Cooler reduce only sensible heat. Another one is heat exchanger. You know about the heat exchanger. If any confusion about the heat exchanger, please comment on my videos. In my next videos, I will try to explain about the heat exchanger. So in my videos, I am shortly explaining about heat exchanger. Okay. So what is heat exchanger? Normally heat exchanger is transfer heat. Heat exchanger is transfer heat between two fluid without mixing them. So normally heat exchanger is transfer heat between two fluid without mixing them on the basis of interaction two types of heat exchanger heat exchanger are available. One is called direct type heat exchanger, and another is called indirect type heat exchanger. So if I discuss about this direct type heat exchanger, you can think the cooling tower is a direct type heat exchanger, because on the cooling tower hot water is coming from the top side, and from downside air is provided, and this directly contact with this water and air taking heat, and after it will go out to the atmosphere. By this way, this cooling water temperature reducing. So as an example, cooling tower heat exchanger is called the direct types of heat exchanger. And indirect type heat exchanger, you can think shell and tube side heat exchanger. You have seen the condenser. On the condenser are available tube. On the condenser are available tube side one types of fluid, and the tube outside another fluid. This side one fluid and tube side water. This is called indirect type heat exchanger. Another heat exchanger also available, this parallel heat exchanger, this counter contact heat exchanger. If you want to know more about the heat exchanger, please comment on my videos. In my next videos, I will try to explain deeply. So viewers, if you like my videos, please subscribe my channel and comment for getting more encouraged and making more videos to you. Thank you.